slash marker me. Alright. Tierlist! I love Tierlist, man. Tierlist is awesome. Everyone loves Tierlist. The last tier list I did was every type of guy you've met. And that tier list was pretty good. I need to redo that eventually, but today we have every type of gamer. I'm so fucking excited to do this one because we're all gamers, right? We're all gamers. And shout out to the Yard Boys for making another tier list as always. I love the Yard. If you guys don't know, I'm a big slime head on the Yard. Not because it's bald, it just so happens like all the people that I like are all bald. Thank you, God of Mewing, for the follow. Welcome in. But yeah, couple of tiers in here. The top of the crop is the gaming legend. I think no need for any explanation for that. Net positive. Eating time, but I'm watching. No worries, Luke. Thank you again so much for the raid. Welcome to... Now you can put me on as like the background audio while I probably get cancelled by the end of the stream. Probably. But yeah, net positive. Honestly, no need any explanation there. If they do any good to society, if they are net plus. We have harmless, net negative, whack playlist, jail, and death penalty. Honestly, death penalty, you don't need me to explain. There's a couple of people that I see in here, we know they're going into death penalty. 100%. Alright? And you know what? I'm not gonna reveal all the tiers. You guys can see here if you want. There's probably like a description, link description here that I can get for you. If you want to do this by yourself, you can feel free to do so. Okay, let me just kind of switch this down a little bit. Okay. Now, the first one that we have, I'll have what he's having. From what I understand, this guy is the kind of guy that would only buy games because the majority of the are playing. Right? It's kind of like the guy who probably doesn't really play much games. And if the Discord group said like, hey, you should play Repo, I think Repo's fucking awesome, and then he goes like, okay, sure, I'll play Repo, I'll buy Repo, and then that's all they talk about. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like the same kind of people who would say yes to like Balatro and all that stuff. Honestly, they are kind of like a kind of harmless, right? I was thinking like net negative, but I don't think they do any damage to society, right? The thrower. You say it's kind of harmless to the Hish? Yeah. My tier list though, honestly, you can join in with me, man. Or you can do it later when you have time. The thrower, from what I understand, is the people... There's a few ways to do it. It's the people who troll for content, which I don't think this is the case, because if we're talking about just a guy, I'm thinking more of the type of guy who trolls their controller rages. Right? They rage like crazy, they troll the controller when they lose in Mario Kart, they summit 1G their monitor, and all that kind of thing. You know? Low-key though, low-key, I know usually people would say they are kind of like whack tier list, probably, or like a net negative. I kind of think they're a net positive for me. Reason being because they are there for the love of the game. They love the game. Majority of the times, there are some people who just rage quit because they have anger issues, but I'm not talking about that group of people. I'm talking about like the hardcore gamers, the gamers who love the game, you know, if they get Justin Wong the fuck up in a fighting game, you know, they fucking rage quit, throw their controller around. And I think it's a positive because it's for my entertainment. I think they are pretty funny. You know, I love seeing people really fucking mad at a video game. I'm just that chronic, right? I don't know what to say. It's kind of like when like when Northern Lion fucking rage quit from like crash the fuck out in Mario Party. I think it's so funny. So it's kind of like a positive for me at least. Next we have the iShifty 1K subs on YouTube. From what I understand, what iShifty 1K subs on YouTube is, it's the type of like Twitch streamers or like wannabe YouTubers with like maybe like 600 followers on YouTube on Twitter with like a electric blue AI generated banner with like all their socials on it. You know what I mean? And they put all their stats as part of their bio. You know? They're kind of like mid-tier HUZZ, 1,000 subs on YouTube, mainly play Call of Duty type shit. I think this one's a whack, you know? This a whack playlist kind of guy. Like, if I see this guy on like my timeline, it's on like an instant block. Usually. Because it pisses me off, like, if they do interact with me. And I don't really care for them. I'm not even 1K subs on YouTube, but I really don't care. These are the gamers who like care too much about like 1K subs on YouTube. And all they upload is like 6-hour VODs or like maybe even like 30-minute gameplay of like Valorant, you know? They main Viper or something. I don't know, I don't play Valorant. Next, we have the RuneScape Schizo. Low-key though, RuneScape Schizo, I think they're kind of harmless. I would rather take a RuneScape Schizo than like a World of Warcraft Schizo. You feel me? World of Warcraft Schizo are like kinda annoying. And you could probably tell from like a bunch of like kind of like their Twitch streams, probably. I mean, I'm guessing they stream, man. But like RuneScape Schizos are like so harmless. They just play RuneScape a lot. That's Chiblee, man. That's Chiblee. You know? So like, I think they're harmless. They're nice people. They're in it for the love of the game. They literally be like, yeah, I just hit level 90 fishing, bro. They're playing like RuneScape like hardcore, and they're just like, yeah, I finally got like 90 chopping, man. And then I'm just like, that's sick. I'm not gonna say anything, you know. Always shit, always mad. It's kind of different from the troller. Because the troller are like good players who just are mad. But this one is like a bad gamer who is always mad. I think this guy is kind of whack. I could say it could be jail, but I'm not gonna be so harsh. I can shift it later, man. Because like, just think about it, like, if you play Mario Kart, they get so mad, they're like, dude, I keep getting coins, man. I'm in last place. And then they're like, not drifting right. They don't know how to play. They have like auto drift on or something. Or they play Mario Party and they do like the worst move ever in their life, and they get so mad that the game hates them. That's kind of whack. You know, they're not making the game fun. They're not making great banter in the gameplay of things. And if you think about it, like the always shit, always mad people are still stuck in like the first boss of Dark Souls 1, and they never moved on. They peaked in middle school type shit. So they're kind of whack, man. They're kind of whack. They're the kind of people who still hasn't cleared a blind in Balatro. Like not even a single stake. Not even the most basic stake. That's how I view them. Okay, Balatro fandoms, if you come catch me, sure, whatever, man. I don't really care, but you know who the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, Sims Girl. Low-key Sims Girls is net positive. We love our Sims Girls in this house, and you know what? They're top of the net positive. I think Sims Girl, I'm not a Sims girly. I've never played a Sims game. Maybe one day I will on stream, but like, I see people like Chipley. Jesus Christ, the way the music goes so hard there. It scared the fuck out of me. I think Sims Girls, you know, all the non-binary streamers are playing Sims growing up, you know, 100% they're chill. All they want is like a cool little patio in their house, you know, make their little characters go wahoo or something like that. Wahoo? Woohoo? Wahoo? No, Wahoo's Mario. Sorry. Woohoo. Clearly, I don't really know anything about The Sims, but like, I think if you count like the hit rate for like maybe like Sims Girls having BPD, it's probably like a 40% hit rate. But you know what? They're still chill, man. They're still chill. They're doing good for the world, and at least they are not as annoying as the Tomodachi Life stands on Twitter. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Sims Girls would be so happy with the new DLC, even though there's mods for the game. Even though the game is still the same, but they will still glaze the shit out of it in like when the time is needed. But like Tomodachi Life girls are like post image of Tomodachi Life circle. Ooh, the direct will have you this time. Alright, listen up, motherfuckers. You guys got your game, okay? Not that I'm hating on you, but I just think that you guys are annoying like 8 hours before the direct all the goddamn time. And then for the next 2 days after the direct. But not anymore, I guess. So you guys are chill now. The goat. Evil. When I think about a goat evil, I think about a gamer who is so good at the game. The greatest of all time, even. And they literally use the knowledge for the game, the skill for the game, just to be evil and to shitpost and to be like low-key trolling. :TR:. And I think they are a gaming legend. I love an evil person, man. I'm kinda like a goat evil. If I'm a gamer, I'm an evil gamer. 100%, but more in like a funny haha bits and banter kind of way. You know? Like if I'm good at okay, just think about it. Smash players would think of Leffen, right? He's kind of like the GOAT, he's a gaming legend, but he's like kind of fucking evil as fuck, right? But there's also like the type of gaming legends where you know they're really good at like CSGO or something, or like CS 1.6, and they use their skill kind of like Tens, right? It's like really good at the game, but he's kind of like evil in the sense of like, I'm kind of trolling right now. Kind of like the Michael Reeves if he played video games, you know? So yeah. I think they're the gaming legend. Put it up there, man. Next we have the Menu Gamer. Honestly, Menu Gamer, we know who we love in this house, right? We know who we love in this house. We love Menu Gamer, Northern Lion. Ryan Gary Letourneau. We love him, man. So he has to be the gaming legend. I genuinely think he's a gaming legend. And I'm also just a huge Menu Gamer enjoyer. We talked about this like on the last stream, I'm pretty sure. talked about this the last stream where we love menu games. I hate, not that I hate visual novels, I just hate reading. I hate reading so much that I just want a game. What the fuck?
Relationships, or the camaraderie of friendships. These connections enrich our lives. If you're interested in building stronger relationships,
Why did
here are
my-
some key aspects to consider.
Oh, why did my phone just search love making through Gemini? It's freaking me the fuck out, man. It's trying to tell me I have no bitches. What the fuck? It just auto searched like love making on my phone and started yapping at me, man. Well, that was scary. But yeah, we love many gamers in this house. So, top on the tier list, Gaming Legend. FGC Globetrotter, from what I understand, this is like the people who play all kind of fighting games. You know what? They're kind of like a net positive, man. Some people gotta play the fighting games out there. Someone has to do it. You know? I can't watch like a SGC player who only plays like a single game and they're still only playing Fatal Fury all the goddamn time for the last like 20 years. You know? Give me a little bit of spice, man. Give me a little switch up once in a while. You know, explore other games. You know, you can't be like a Mario 64 speedrunner for the rest of your life. You kind of have to expand and play like other Mario games, you know? That's what I think. So like, I think if they're like exploring around all the different FGCs, they are kind of like a net positive. Hacker, cheater. This one's easy, man. This one's like straight to jail. I think hackers and cheaters are like fucking annoying. Hi Michiko, welcome in. How's it going? Just imagine like, okay, like a hacker in maybe like MapleStory or whatever. Like, actually never mind, I hate MapleStory hackers. I say that as I spoke that into existence, I felt PTSD. I felt PTSD from just the idea of someone trying to like map wipe while I'm trying to grind there. Never mind. You go to jail, man. You go to jail. Reflect on your actions. So thank you for checking in, Winborn. Always shit, always happy. You are kind of like a gaming legend. You are fun to hang out with. You're the opposite of always shit, always mad. And I think if I invite the person who's always shit, always happy to like any house party or like any social event where we are gonna be gaming, I think they're gonna be like my teammate for sure. And I don't really care if we lose. At the end of the day, the name of the game is to have fun, and if they're always happy, dude, I'm having a good time with a happy person, man. I can have like a sopping, sad, depressed, always pissed off motherfucker on my side of my team, or like just in the room in general. Yeah. Lots of gaming legends so far. Honestly, I'm kind of biased. I'll try not to be too biased, but we'll see. Has never played Elden Ring. That's next on the list. They're kind of like they're kind of whack, because how could you not play the best game of all time, Elden Ring? I think they're kind of harmless, I guess. Not that I kind of wish that they play Elden Ring, right? They could play whatever game they want. Even if they don't play Elden Ring, maybe they're kind of like the go to add other games that they play. Maybe they play like really good games. You know? Maybe they're like a truck sim Andy. And I fuck with truck sims Andes. We love truck sim. We love any simulator game, honestly. Yeah, so I think they're kind of harmless. Anime racist, low-key, just go to death, man. Easy. You racist, whether you're an otaku or not, you just go to hell. But like anime races are kind of like worse than like other races. Do you guys feel me? Anime races, I just imagine like this. I just imagine like a guy who goes to conventions, dresses up as like Tanjiro. No, not Tanjiro. Who's the yellow one? Whatever the yellow bowl cut guy is, they kind of dress up like him, right? They'll drop like racist remarks on like every other person all over the world except for like anime characters, which I think is insane. It's more insane than just like a racist person who like has never met culture before. You feel me? Well, yeah, this one's an easy death, man. This one's an easy death penalty. Any anime racists in chat? Like, you guys gotta go, man. You guys gotta go. I don't fuck with that shit. Next we have Zelda Man. Zelda Man. You guys are kind of whack. Am I crazy? Or you guys like a negative? Maybe, to me. Zelda guy, it's kind of like the guy who constantly talks about Ocarina of Time to every other people. I'm just like, dude, Ocarina of Time is it's like the best game ever. I mean, I get it. You might think it's a good game, but it's just like the way you're always putting yourself out there, you're kind of fucking annoying. And every time we meet up, you're always wearing the goddamn fucking Zelda t-shirt, man. It pisses me off. For some fucking reason, I don't know why. It's just the aura of it. You know? I would play your fucking game if you weren't so annoying about it, but like, the more you talk about it, you are fucking pissing me off, man. You're pissing me off. Zelda girlies, on the other hand, you know that's right. Zelda girlies, on the other hand, low-key, kind of like a little bit like harmless net positive, but they are also kind of insane. But at least they're not annoying about it, man. At least they're not annoying. You know? Maybe I'm just being misandrous here. You know? It's like, you tell them like, they talk about Ocarina of Time, they go like, oh yeah, in Ocarina of Time, you play like the little ocarina, it goes like, doo 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 doo. And it's kind of neat, you know, it's kind of cool. And then like Zelda guy, it's kind of like a, Ocarina of Time is way better than fucking like Twilight Princess, because Twilight Princess, the fucking game UI is so stupid. The Water Temple is the worst. Like, what is that stupid mechanic of like magnetizing to the ground or whatever, man? But anyway, I speedran like Ocarina of Time a couple of days ago. I was playing like the game Archipelago, and I slotted in like Twilight Princess in there because I thought it was a pretty good speedrun anyway, you know. Zelda guy is also kind of like the same guy who plays Tears of the Kingdom, sees that Sidon gets married, and they go like, oh my god, thank you, Sidon's finally married. Fucking Twitter, shut up, he is straight, man. And then then Zelda girlies are like in shambles. They're like, oh, fuck. What do you mean Sidon Link isn't real, man? Fuck you. You know, I trust the Fujoshis more than just a typical cis man. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree on this, right? You watch VTubers, you know. Anytime I think about Zelda Man versus Zelda Girl, I think about DSP and Amelia doing the puzzle in Breath of the Wild. Pretty much, kinda like that. But yeah, Zelda Man's kinda like a whack for me. The more I'm saying it, the more whack they get. The goat silent, low-key, I don't want to put them in gaming legend. I think they're kind of like a net positive, but like a low net positive. Reason why? It's because they are your comfort streamer to watch, right? They're kind of like your comfort streamer to watch. They are... The difference between the Goat Evil and the Goat Silent is kind of like between Tarek and Shroud. If you hear what I'm saying, if you hear what I'm putting down, you know, kind of like one's a little bit more fun to watch and to be around. The other one's just kind of quiet, but like they're really good at the fucking game. But they are so boring to like kind of like game with because like they're just so good at the game and they don't say anything. You know? I like watching speedrunners who kind of like talk a bunch, explain a bunch of things, and are like kind of interesting about it. But like the speedrunners are like really quiet throughout the speedrun. You know? Except for when they beat the speedrun, they stand up and they start farting. You know that clip? You know? But I think they are still like a positive because they are doing good for the game. They are doing great for the community of the game. And I think they deserve to be up there in that positive. And now we have another really easy one to do. The Asmongold DEI Foot Soldier. Do we really have to think about this one? Off with his head! You should keep yourself safe. Now! Anyone who's like an Asmongold watcher, like you should get banned from my chat 100%, man. I don't care if you stumble upon this video on YouTube or whatever, or somehow if you're an Asmongold watcher, you are not watching a VTuber, man. You're not watching a VTuber. Side tangent on the topic of Asmongold. Did you guys see that clip of him reacting to a Japanese VTuber who is like a lolly VTuber? And he was laughing his ass off at her, and then somehow she starts calling him Asmongold Papa. And she's not lolly in the sense of like an 8-year-old. She's like a baby VTuber. I kid you not. You can find this on like a YouTube clip somewhere as like Asmongold VTuber daughter or something like that. And he's just like giggling and laughing as she calls him like Asmongold Papa. That is like the most insane thing I've seen. Aside from his kitchen. And everything else he stands for in this world. And I hope he explodes. But like, that shit is like a no-go, man. That shit is disgusting and gross. So yeah, Asmongold DEI Foot Soldiers, I know if you are in chat. Can you not watch it actually? No worries, I'll put it up for you. But yeah, tangent over, okay? Burn, die, explode, death penalty. The Wordle New York Times bot. Controversial take? Controversial take? I low-key think these people are whack. And they're on the top of whack. Okay, hear me out. I'm not calling out all the Wordles enjoyers in chat right now. I'm not calling out the people who are like who plays this every day for the fun of it, for the love of the game. I'm talking about maybe one or two types of people, two types of guy. Imagine going dinner with like a group of guys. One motherfucker's on their phone. It's like, sorry, I gotta do my Wordle right now. And then just quiet at the dinner table because they're playing Wordle. They're just mumbling to themselves about many words crossword. They're like, Latin word for esophagus, Latin word for skibidi, like, and they're just like quietly doing their Wordle in New York Times. You're like a fucking bot, man. You are not real. Like, how can you go out to touch grass but not touch grass at all, and you're just stuck in your like New York Times world, right? The other type of guy that I can think of who is kind of like a Wordle New York Times bot It's the kind of motherfuckers who do Wordle and are on their like day 625 streak only because they did the first run on Incognito and they're always having like a perfect score, but not really like a perfect score. Not really like a perfect score. But they purposefully get like 2 wrongs and then they fill in the blank again. Right? They fill in the blank again to make it look believable. And then they'll screenshot it and then post it on Instagram story. Now that one, that's a whack motherfucker, man. That one's a whack motherfucker, and we know a lot of people out there who does this. We know a lot of people do. Okay? They just want their social credit score that they are such an insanely smart person, but all their Wordle dailies are just like penis, pussy, and then the final answer. You know, they think they're so funny, and then the New York Times is just like, oh, I got this within like 20 seconds. Insane speedrun. I'm on like day 500 on New York Times crossword, man. You know? They're not doing it for the love of the game, they're doing it for social credit. So if I know a person like this, they're in the whack playlist, 100%. I think only if you do, yeah. If you're doing it just to flex and it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, but if we're talking about Wordle New York Times bot who is like a menu gamer, you're top on the list. Because I think you're an educated person and I think you are deserving to be a gamer. Right? It's kind of like watching Jeopardy with your friends, but your friends are like good at it, but like also bad at it. But they're better than the contestants on Jeopardy because the people on Jeopardy like are like the bots, you know? But yeah, the whack. Next up, Stardew Go. Stardew Go, honestly, alongside Sims Go. I don't think I really need to say much. Actually, wait, no. If we're talking about the guy who plays Stardew, honestly, you know what? Net positive. I thought about it, still net positive. This one's easy. I don't think I need to explain because we talked about Sims Go earlier, right? Next, still buys Mortal Kombat. I think low-key, you're kind of like a negative. No, like a harmless, sorry. You're kind of like the harmless, purely because like you still love the game so much that you care for. You think it's hype even in 2025, and no shame to you, man. I'm not here to shame you on your choices in games. I think all games could be great, and if you fuck with the game, you fuck with the game, you know? So I'm not gonna say anything about it. I think you are in harmless. Like, people who buy Mortal Kombat in 2025 are still like playing it, and I think it's great. It's great for the game. Be it if the game company decides to do like, you know, maybe like a good game or not, but I think it's kind of neat. You know, they are paying the company. But if it's kind of like the ones who are like still buys Call of Duty, then you are kind of like whack, right? You are probably like like someone who constantly grew up playing Call of Duty or something like that. I don't really fuck with this kind of guys. I'm just saying, I don't really experience that kind of guys a lot, but my little experience with like Call of Duty guys are like a nightmare, so I don't really fuck with those. Yeah. We are kind of cruising with this this tier list right now. And if you're also watching along, and if you want to do the tier list, did I paste it in chat? Here. You can do it in chat as well. I think it's a fantastic tier list. I need more friends to do this tier list. Just in general, you know? Okay. The low tier main, I haven't gotten like a net negative, man. Net negative. I'm just like everyone's like a whack. Low tier mains are like the people who plays the game because they love the character, right? No matter how shit the character is, they play the game for the love of the character. They play like Tekken, they see Kuma and they go like, dude, that's a bear. That's a bear in a fighting game. Dude, that's Cristiano Ronaldo in the game, man. That's so funny. I think these people are kind of like the legend, but I don't want to overglaze them. I think they're kind of like a net positive. I am a low tier main person. I play the game for the love of the character. Except for Super Smash Ultimate, because like the people that I kind of like are like kind of top tier usually. But like I like the characters, you know. But like if you give me like a fighting game, I'll play some like fucking shit ass character that I don't really care about. Like not that I don't care about the rank or the tier list, you know. I'll play the game because like dude, that character is fucking sick as fuck. I like them, you know. I think they're net positive. They do good for the community of the game. Be it fighting game, be it gacha games, you know, they know what they're here for, and I love a person who knows what they're here for. A rhythm gamer, you are a net positive in my book, man. I am a rhythm gamer. Low-key, rhythm gamers go up here, man. Gaming legend. Only if you're a specific type of gaming rhythm gamer. If you played O2 Jam, if you played Audition, if you played DJ Max, Citus, all the rhythm games that I like to play, you're a gaming legend. But I'm not gonna put too many things in gaming legend because I have a couple that I know is gonna go in there. My gamers, I fuck with my players. I just love rhythm games. I think people who play rhythm games are like kind of neat. You know, be it they are good or bad. They're good or bad. They are like my people because I play like I don't really play my or like any of the arcade games because we don't really have a lot of cabinets here. But like when I do go to an arcade to play like a cabinet game, I am a Jubeats kind of person. I'm a Jubeats and a Sound Vortex kind of person. And if you see me playing the Jubeats, I'm locked in, man. I'm locked in. And if I play Jubeats with a oomph, even more peaked, man. I'm just saying. So you guys are net positive. You guys keep the rhythm game scene up. Okay? I love Jubeats. Jubeats is great, man. Jubeats is like so fucking fun. You know? If you're a millennial who plays rhythm game, you know Jubeats 100%. And even if you go to the arcade, play those like giant piano rhythm game, I think that's even funnier. And you play like Tunism and like everything else, I think you're great too. I just love rhythm games. I love pretend to be like a professional DJ player when I play like fucking DJ games and whatnot, man. Steam Deck Derek. Steam Deck Derek is the kind of guy who I said was like the Wordle guy. Goes out with the group, brings their Steam Deck, and they whip up the Steam Deck from their tiny little fucking like purse, from their fanny pack, and then they boot up like fucking like Elden Ring or whatever fucking games they can play while at the dinner table. Not contributing to conversation, they're just immersed in their own world because all they want to do is play their games even though they're forced to come out. And at that point, you might as well not come out at all. That is what I'll say. So you are kind of like a net negative, man. Actually, you know what? Let me swap Wordlebot and Steam Deck. I think Steam Deck Derek is like probably... No. Yeah. Steam Deck Derek's are just like, they don't want to be out. And they clearly show you that they don't want to be out. Wordle and New York Times bot is kind of like a check me out shit, man. Fuck those people. Also, welcoming professional hater. I'm trying to be a professional hater myself. So like, if you think that I'm pretty good at it, let me know. I love being a hater. I just hate people. I really hate a lot of people that I don't know. But like, if you're oomph, if you're oomph, we are tight for life. I'm so easy to please, man. Okay, now the goon and goonettes. I don't know what this is, honestly. I think like the goons and goonettes are separate from the gacha game players, because there are the gacha game players, I think. Yep, there's a gacha gamer here. But it's different. They play the game for the love of the character in a sexual way, right? Or are they the type of gamers who plays a gooner game? Let me think. Because it says goon and goonette, so I'm imagining a dual gamer. Valorant e-couples are goons and goonettes. And that one's like a fucking jail time for me, man. I don't think it's that. I don't know. Okay, if we're going off that, like fucking like e-couple who are goons and goonettes because they do long distance relationship, they dual queue together for like video games, and it's usually like video games where I cannot run away from it, man. I just imagine like the Phoenix yelling, it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? You didn't check long? And then it's like Brunette going like, no, sorry, it was me. I couldn't cross. I was like, oh no, it's okay, baby girl. I was like, yeah, fuck you. Go to jail, man. You guys are like fucking 14. One's 14 and the other motherfucker is 19. Like, jail. That's what I think Goon and Goonette is. I think they're kind of goonish. You know? I think they're kind of goonish. But if we're talking like real gooners who play like, I don't know, like Octo Massage or like fucking Vampire Daddy Academy or whatever fucking fuck. I think you're kind of harmless, low key. Sometimes we all want to play like a stupid ass game. But if we're going off just like Valorant e-couples, right? The dual gamer. Oh, what's that one tweet? Fucking like going to have e-sex for the first time today. And then like, ooh, and then reply like, yeah, I'm in, and then replies again, ooh, I came. Do you know that tweet? Dude, that tweet fucking cracked me up, and that's what I imagine Goon and Goonettes to be, man. That's what I imagine them to be. So it's like a jail time for me. It's jail time, unless you're like a tweet, unless you're like a screenshot making fun of Goons and Goonettes, you're kind of like base as fuck. We have the Valve Truther. Low-key, Valve Truther kind of net positive. Not saying Valve games are great. You know? Valve games are great. I'm millennial posting right now, but like, I'm a big Valve game enjoyer. You know? We all grew up playing Valve games. Maybe for me, I don't know about some of y'all, but for me, people who still glaze on Valve, squeaks, man. Squeaks. Oh no, you know what? Speaking of squeaks, I need to add like Vega. I have to add the emote, man. Where is it? There we go. You guys should use Wagga more. Maybe you guys should puppy post more. I'm just kidding. But Valve Truthers, you guys are net positive. You guys do stay strong for Valve, and you know what? I kind of respect that. You know what good games are. Mobile gamers. I think mobile gamers are different from gacha gamers. Mobile gamers are kinda like the level 1 Mafia to level 10 Thug to level 50 Mafia boss. That's what I think you are, man. That's the kind of games that I think mobile gamers play. I think mobile gamers also play a lot of like Candy Crush. They play like Crash Royale or something. You know, they play those kind of games. That's what I imagine mobile gamers to be. Because if we're talking about mobile gamers, but Genshin, you know, you guys are under the Genshin gacha gamer tier list, but not under mobile gamers, right? But mobile gamers who play games like this, you guys are like kind of like a net positive. Net negative, sorry. I know the whole meme of like, you got games on your phone. If you show me games on your phone and it's fucking like Candy Crush or whatever, I think you have a little bit of a problem. Not in like a very negative way, but it's just kind of thing like, you still play Candy Crush in 2025? You crazy? But yeah, that's what I think they are. The A-Rammer. The A-Rammers are people who Swift plays on Valorant, who hop on League to play A-Ram. I think this might be a very controversial take from me. I think you guys are kind of like on the whack or like the negatives, man. Not saying that ARAM is not great, but I think like if you derive your personality trait around just purely ARAM as like a social game, you are kind of like a net negative. Hi Funky! Thank you for the resub. Gay Ram. That's what I'm saying, man. You know? Shout out, I know so many of my who play ARAM, but like they play ARAM like sparingly. If you play ARAM every day, and you only play Swift Play every day, you're kind of like too much of a casual in like an annoying way. And I think you're kind of like a net negative. Right? But also if you're like kind of good at the game, and then you're playing fucking ARAM or Swift Play, you are also fucking asking for shit, man. It's like imagine you're like a immortal or whatever fucking gold elite whatever what's the rank in Valorant, the like grandmaster, no not grandmaster, like whatever fuck high rank shit is, and you're not playing you just purely rank or just like a long casual game. You're playing Swift Play with a bunch of like fucking like first time less than 20 hours Valorant endies, and you get mad, you are going to jail, man. You might as well die. That's what I'm saying. But like the casual A-Rammers, you guys like are negative. I'm not saying you guys are whack, but I just don't see the appeal in it, man. If you want to play the game, just play the game. I get it, you want to play like a 10-minute game, but might as well go play like, I don't know, Wordle or something. At least there's more value added to that game. High rank players playing Swift players like COD Bros mad at their lobbies have had MMR. Literally. This is why I kind of fuck with Apex, only because Apex has like Apex casual. The noobs die out really quickly, and there's no like ARAM, there's no Swift Play, right? The game is bad, but like, you know. Well, I guess Apex also has to fix that rank issue. Anyways. Grandma. Okay, Grandma gamer? Two kinds of grandma gamers. We're talking about like 400 hours, 9,000 hours on Animal Crossing New Horizon grandma, or millennial posting was like, oh, back in my day, I used to play fucking the Red Ball game on my Nokia. But I don't think it's that. I think it's a net positive. I think grandma still playing any kind of games is kind of like a W, man. You guys know that one TikTok account, like the YouTube account, where it's a like an elderly woman. Well, she's not that old. She's not like in her 70s. She's kind of like maybe late 50s, 60s. She does like video game music content on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, on maybe like Instagram Reel. I think that grandma is awesome because like the content is basically like, Nene Obachan, can you make like a song that sounds like Mother 2? And she's like, okay, give me 10 minutes, and then cuts, and then she's done with like making her game audio, and she makes a fucking banger Mother 2 remix song, man. That's what I'm saying. And I know that lady is insane at any game she plays because she knows her shit. She makes like Mother 2 references, remixes. She makes like Mega Man remixes. they quiz her like hurdle, you know, what's this video game audio, and she's like, this is I think like a blah 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 game. She's fucking insane. She's insane. She's like good as fuck. Japanese lady musician TikTok. Let me see if I can find this. It's gonna be hard because like I literally don't know how I got it, but I think it's an Instagram video thing. And when I find it, I'll send it to y'all. Hi Fagra, welcome in. Yeah, Tierlist is back, baby. We love Tierlist in this household. The Osu players. Alright, Osu players. Osu's a fucking hard ass game. Like low key, like you guys are kind of like, I don't know what to feel, man. It's like I hate Osu players because you guys are like, you guys can be annoying. No shade there. You guys should look yourself in the mirror sometimes, but like you guys are so good at the fucking hardest video game, rhythm game on earth. And you know what? That makes you kind of like a net positive, but like a low net positive. You know? That's what I think, man. It balances out the two extremes. You could be a gaming legend if the community wasn't that like insane, right? Also, did you guys see that Osu tweet of like the Mr. Beast font? Someone played Osu and they used like the Mr. Beast text font for their maps. I thought that was really fucking funny. But yeah, I think Osu players are kind of like a net positive. You know, they do good for the community, right? But they are kind of fucking annoying. But in like a I don't really fuck with kind of way. Maybe you are also player, you know, no hate on you. But just like the collective mindset, sometimes it's insane. But you guys are so good at the fucking video game, I can't complain. I can't complain. It's kind of like having like a coworker who's like fucking annoying as fuck, but like they're good at their job, and I can't say anything, man. Without them, we might fucking crash out. That's what I think the Osu players are kind of like. But meanwhile, the Maple Story girl, you guys are like you guys are a gaming legend, man. Gaming legend. I'm not glazing Maple Story because I'm a Maple Story girl, but you have to admit, man, Maple Story girls are kind of fucking insane, and I like insane. And I think they're like kind of like they're kind of like a gaming legend, man. Hashtag glazing, the self glaze. Love thyself before loving thy enemy, or whatever fuck the quote is in the Bible. Whatever fuck, man. I don't know. But I trust all the Maple Story girlies. I know so many people who still play Maple Story and are still really fucking cool ass people. Okay, shout out Miji. Miji, my goat. Like, if you guys don't know Miji is an amazing artist. Alright? You know what? I'm gonna put up like images on like the YouTube video if I'm gonna edit this down. But like, shout out Miji. Shout out Laor. Like, you guys are my Maple Story girlies, unkies. And you guys are great. And I think you guys are gaming legends because whenever I asked you guys questions, like ask the Maple Story girls like, hey, what's the event going on right now? Oh, this is Demon Slayer stuff, it's kinda air, blah 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 blah. And Maple Story is still a fucking great game. I played that game all my life. And I made so much money playing Maple Story. That's all I'll say, man. I made so much money playing Maple Story. So it has to be on top. Okay, I know I'm self-glazing right now, but I'm taking myself out of the equation. I'm taking myself out of the equation here. But who doesn't love a cynical streamer anyway? The AAA gamer. AAA gamers are the people who talks about like I don't know, man. What's a AAA game now? Isn't like, you know what? Never mind, man. I low key think that they are kind of like a net negative in my head. This is gonna be a little bit of a self-report, but like, we all play AAA games. At least one AAA gay game. Imagine a AAA gay game. But like a AAA game in 2025, 2024, you play those games at least once, right? Like Monster Hunter Wilds is a AAA game, right? GGG, the triple gay. True. +2. +2. Ass Creed. Literally, I was gonna talk about Ass Creed. Assassin's Creed AAA gamers are probably like the most miserable type of people because they're plaguing my timeline on Twitter like the black plague, man. Every 10 tweets I see like an Assassin's Creed tag for the last 2 days and I'm fucking losing my mind. And I was just like, I know nothing about this fucking game. Okay? AAA gamers are also the type of gamers who talk about like Civ 7, like the best game on earth. I was just like, chill, okay? Chill, alright? There's plenty of other good games that doesn't have to be fucking talked about all the goddamn time, okay? You can talk about other games, you know? Talk about the possibility of Deltarune or Episode 3 or whatever, man. There's plenty of games out there. You don't always have to talk about Death Stranding 2. Like, I don't really care. You know? Assassin's Creed is so cheap, however, the social media interns are as good at out of their mind. And I agree. I have to agree with you there. Also, can I give a big shout out to Maze, who is streaming right now? I love Oomph, man. Oomph and I have been talking a lot, and like, she would love this tier list. She knows what's up. But yeah, back to the tier list. AAA gamer, net negative. You like. They're like the Twitter Andes and the Reddit Andes. That's how I kind of imagine. The microtransactions are different. They are live right now. I have them on the other monitor. The microtransactions are the type of people who are different from gacha gamers, right? Is there... Okay, let me look through the list, right? Gacha gamers... Okay, I have to make a distinction between the microtransaction and the gacha gamers. Microtransactions are the people who spend a little bit in the game. They are like the people who spend a little bit on a video game, but not in the sense of like a gacha mechanic way, right? They are the people who would pay maybe money on PoE just to get things enhanced. They're the type of people who maybe buy a game, pays for cosmetic changes and things like that. And I think you are kind of harmless. You want to keep the game afloat. You think that the game is worth putting like $10 on, $20 on for like a little cosmetic change. You are like the glamour lords of Final Fantasy XIV. You want your character to look good. You want your character to output a little better. I think you're kind of harmless. Excluding the type of people who spends like thousands and thousands of dollars on like Diablo 4 or whatever fuck game, or like Dragon Age, whatever, just to like get to the top of the leaderboard with zero grind at all. Now that one is Jill. But if you're just being a little Michael, just like enjoying a little game, keeping the game afloat, enjoying the way you want to enjoy the game with some money that you have, you know, maybe you have a little bit of disposable income, you are kind of harmless. And if anything, you are kind of net positive. You are alongside you just upgraded all the way to above Sims Girl. That's what I say. Final Fantasy 14 fashion report looking as keeping the service afloat. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know? Microtransactions of MapleStory. People who spend money on cash items to look beautiful, to look awesome, you know? Versus the insane players who spend money to max out like 10x EXP every 2 hours kind of thing. You know? There's a difference. That's a difference. You know? If it was the other version, it would have been called the pay-to-win endies. And I don't fuck with pay-to-win endies. Not so much. Not so much. You know? You play the game for the love of the game. But microtransactions, you guys are chill, okay? You are not positive in my books, you're a real one. The Nintendo Beta. The Nintendo Beta? You're kind of fucking whack, man. I low-key think you are kind of similar to Zelda, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? I did. It was a really good direct. It was a really good direct. The best direct we had in a long fucking time. But like the Nintendo Direct, the Nintendo betas are like kinda like the... Maybe you're not whack. Maybe you're negative. I think Nintendo Beta are the kind of gamers who would pay for the game no matter how good or bad the game is. Right? Like they watch the direct and they go like, oh, this game looks really fun. I'm just gonna buy it anyway. Plays for like 2 hours. It's whatever. It's not that great. You're like a beta cock, man. You're like a beta only because you cannot make a self-informed decision whether the game is worth paying $90 for or not. Right? Which makes you kind of like a net negative, but you live in your own world. You are not that way because you stay in your own lane. Maybe outside of the Nintendo stuff, you are kind of like a great guy. And you can buy all the Pokemon games in the world, no matter how many remakes they're gonna make. They're gonna make Skibidi Omega Ruby in the next Nintendo Direct next week, and you are gonna buy it no matter what you say, whether you think it's good or bad. You are gonna keep being a Nintendo beta and you're gonna keep buying it, and I know that you will buy it. And this is how you keep Nintendo afloat, and this is how Nintendo keeps making bad games all the time, because they make profits even though they do jack shit. Alright? Steve Jobs looking down at Nintendo and shaking their hand and go like, yep, we did nothing, but we got money, man, we got profits. That is the Nintendo beta. You're a negative in my eye. I wasn't here for Zelda Man, but I'm glad you agree. Zelda Man is whack, man. 100%. 100% whack. Literally peak direct. The direct was so good. The direct was insane. What a really good direct. And I can't wait to see what Nintendo Switch 2 has to offer. I love the Zelda series, but I love making fun of Zelda Man. Zelda Mans are insane. I would love the Zelda series even more, and I would praise the Zelda series to the end of time if it wasn't for Zelda Mans. Zelda girlies, you are best friends. We are chill. Call of Duty bro, Warzone only. You guys are fucking Jill, man. I don't fuck with you. You're a type of cis guy that I don't fuck with. You know, the game may be good. I watched. Okay, I'm gonna out myself right now. I watch Warzone videos sometimes. But not in like the racist sense. I don't watch like fucking whatever his name is. He probably wears like a red hat or something and a giant ass headphones. I don't watch those ones. I watch the funny ones where they fucking do stupid ass clips. But like the generic like Call of Duty bro Warzone only is like a 45-year-old guy from Tennessee fucking sitting down there with his like blown out mic, and he is yelling at you for not checking the rooms right. He's yelling at you for losing the gulag. And you are Jill. You are Jill time for me, man. If I whip out the girly voice, you are literally gonna be like, hey baby girl, what's up? Like, fuck off. Okay, Jill. 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 Easy as that. A lot of the Jill are pretty easy, man. Why do you check your fucking corners? They are the same kind of people who play fucking Valorant, and they'll be like, why did you pick long? I pinged that there's the cipher there. They're the same people. They're the same. I wish I had my webcam on because I'm kind of like fucking putting my head on top of my head and then like raising it up like cinema posing, and out of like anger. The speedrunner. You guys are a net positive to the society. You guys keep all the games, the classic games alive. You guys make games fun to watch, fun to explore, fun to learn. SMO speedrunners, you guys are amazing. Breath of the Wild speedrunners, Tears of the Kingdom speedrunners, amazing. Mario 64 speedrunner, amazing. And every other speedrunner games, man. Every other. I love speedrunning. I don't really speedrun, but I love to learn speedrun tech stuff just for the fun of it. And I only learned it because people explore the game and break the game to the limits, and I think you're a net positive. Are you guys the gaming legend? Not in my definition, but to a generic Andy, probably yes. But you are on top of net positive. Never seen a weirder speedrunner yet? You haven't seen that speedrunner who cleared the speedrun and then farts? You know what I'm talking about? Valor gamers also get jail IMO. Valor gamers all go to jail, man. 100%. Like, a majority of them are weird ass Andes. Keep classic relevant, and then those dudes who go, yeah, I hacked Donkey Kong so I could practice impossible tricks within the in-game save states within the system. Literally, they are like insane at coding. They are insane at finding shit. And I love a inquisitive mind. I love a curious mind. I love a curious person who goes like, what if I do this? Like, which motherfucker thought to bind crouch jump and menu on like a Celeste on a R button on your right trigger for a Celeste speedrun, so you could do a pixel perfect dash across mess hall, so you can do the mess hall skip. Like only the speedrunners can think of that, man. No one will look at the pixel and go like, I think I can kind of go through that. And then you try and we go like, oh no, I don't think I can. But the real speedrunners spend like 60 hours in their fucking spot, reloading, trying to find the perfect timing to enter their fucking spot, and then realize like, actually this isn't probably great for the route. I go like, this is dedication, and I will not shit on dedication. Okay? The PC purist. I think you guys are kinda... PC purists. Okay, let's redefine PC purists real quick. There are a lot of weirdo speedrunners, to be honest, but their bases help for no reason to. There is a lot of weird speedrunners. I have to admit, a lot of the speedrunners, they are all like on the spectrum in some sense or another, but they also are pretty closeted in the sense of like the world sense. And sometimes they will spit facts, but sometimes they don't. So like, aside from that, in terms of like the positive impacts they have for the community and then for the game, is pretty decent. And I think they're pretty base. Spending 30 hours on a trick only to decide it's not fun. So no, literally, it didn't save. It only saved like a milliscule of a second. It's not worth it for the route. I actually spend more time because I have to do the cap bounce and I have to swing Cappy back. And I think if I do the SNS clip, it will be much faster. They're just like insane. And speedrunners who do bingo streams are like insane. You guys know too much about the game, and I am appalled that I thought I played like 200 hours into Elden Ring, and I thought like, oh, I kind of know enough because I kind of 100% the game, and I realized I don't know anything. No BLJ emote? Would you guys want to see me play Mario 64? I've been thinking about it. I've been kind of thinking about it, but if I can get it to set up, I would low-key do Mario 64 art. I legit kind of want to try. I want to play Mario... I want to play Super Mario Odyssey. I really want to. I've been thinking about it for years, but I never bought the game. And I've been watching a lot of squeaks, so it's kind of like influencing me, man. It's kind of influencing me. Bingo speedrunners is a sign of true degeneracy. That's true. I love bingo streams. I want to do a Minecraft bingo stream so bad. Like, not that I'm good at it, but I think like if you do like two bad bitches, bad in the sense of like, no, they're not baddies, they're just bad at the game, to do a bingo board, I think it's so funny. Can you imagine Clover and I? Minecraft bingos game. Holy shit! That's so fucking funny. That's so huge. Thank you. Thank you, Faker, for the giant emote. Oh. It's funny every time. It's so funny every time. It's gonna fuck it up me. Anyway, shout out Prowler for the Squonkler chat. Shout out, shout out. If you guys don't know, go check out Prowler. I told Prowler about this bug, and Prowler said like, yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I was like, so fair. I said leave it. I need it to be this stupidly funny all the time. Okay, can we get the big face out so I could continue with PC Purist? Can we get some Aga in chat? I love Aga. Or Wega, I guess. Goodbye, big face. So true. Okay, PC purists. PC purists are the people who only plays... Not that they only play PC games, but they only talk about like the benefits of a PC game. Right? They are the annoying people who will be like, I got my 4080 or my 5080 or 6090. I don't know what the fuck GPU or graphic cards number it's at right now, man. Whatever. We're gonna call it the 6090. PC purists are the people who have the 6090, 10 monitors, 16 monitors, cat cage, cat thing. Sorry, I'm doing the XQC bit, but I don't remember the copy pasta. They'll have like an insane PC, and they'll be like, why don't you play Monster Hunter on Ultra on the PC? Why do you have to play it on the PS5? It's like, bro, chill the fuck down, man. Calm down. Who cares? You're just kind of flexing that you have the ability to have a console that upgrades all the time, but some people just love to play games in different consoles. And not just play on PC all the time. You have an insane PC, you glaze the game, and you only play fucking Monster Hunter, and you only rank fucking 24 HR in Monster Hunter Wilds right now. Like, the fuck? The fuck are you on, man? And then you have like 6 monitors, you jack off to all of them, you know? And then you have like a fucking tech video on the side. You guys are cringe. You guys are like, maybe you guys should go to jail. The more I say, the more I think you should go to jail. Because I love PC Andies. I love people who know their PC parts because I don't know what the fuck a motherboard is. You're telling me there's a motherboard? Is there not a motherboard? Like, you know? I'm that stupid when it comes to PC. That's why I love PC people who knows what the fuck they do, and they build my PC for me. But like the PC purists and elitists is just like, oh, why did you get the case so you could put the liquid cooling system inside, and you might as well put a fish bowl, a fish tank in there so you could grow your fishes and mosses at the same time too. Like, why don't you just do that? And then you also can put in like a little bit of like blah 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 blah. They're the same kind of people who are like keyboard keycaps enthusiasts, who are like elitists like crazy. They speak to you in acronyms, but I am just an IKEA girl who follows instructions on the manual, and I go like, keyboard, A goes here, S goes here, clickety clackety. You know, I'm stupid. I admit, I'm stupid. I don't think about it, man. You know? Bring out the clip of Ryan pointing to, like, Justin's PC, pointing at the fan, and then saying that shit looks like a Ziploc bag. I feel like that. I look at the fan, and I go like, that's like a Ziploc, man. I kind of see it. What do you mean that's a metal part? Is it not plastic? That's me. That's me. So like the PC purists is like, you might as well like, what do you need such a good PC for? If you're not a streamer, why do you need it? You know? But yeah, you go to jail, man. You go to jail. I got console gamers. Console gamers might as well go to whack too, man. You are the same. You're the same type of person. Justin has 2 PC insane setup. Justin has 2 PCs set up, and he constantly has audio issues all the time for a music head. It's insane. It's insane to me. I'm not a PC head, and I go like, that's kind of inefficient. But console gamers, you guys are also just as swag, okay? You guys are just as swag because you guys are the same kind of people who would be like, just get the PS5, bro. Do you see how hard it is to get a fucking PS5? Like, are you insane? And like, but if we think on the other end of the console gamers, retro console gamers, you guys are kind of like the fucking net positive. Can I do the opposite? Can I do the retro console gamers? Because I think about a console gamer. Sure, we just did PC Purist, who is like pure PC, like fucking 6090 graphics card or whatever fuck shit, and then with like water tube and fallopian tube everywhere in that fucking thing. It looks like a fucking like a beast. Console gamers, on the other hand, if you are a retro console gamer, you are kind of like the base. You are so base. Because I would go to your house and you'd be like, you want to play Smash? We go down to your basement, you whip out like the thing from a decoded cabinet, and then you whip out the CRT, and then you're like, here we go. And I go like, fuck yes. 2 PC setup sounds like a big power bill. They're a streamer, they have money, you know. I don't know what they do outside of their streams, but you know, they have money. All power to them, man. All power to them. I get the appeal of 2 PC setup for like FPS Apex Pros, but like if you're not one, I don't see the appeal. Just get a better RAM. Retro console gamers keeping the video game history alive, literally, man. I would love to go to someone's house and they just whip out the NES and I go like, holy shit, can we play it? You know, I think you are net positive. You are kind of along the same side of like Valve Truther, because you stick to the core of the idea of a video game, the history behind a video game, and you love it so much that you have it. You love it so much that you don't really flex on it. I don't fuck with the people who flex on like, oh, I have like 2 NESs, I have like a couple of GameCubes, blah blah blah. I don't fucking care, man. I don't fucking care about those kind of gamers. But like, for people who just have it on the side, who just like whips out and actually play like Mario Kart 64 and just kind of like rip it off and just play for fun of it, I think you're kind of net positive. You're awesome. The multiplayer, you guys are pretty harmless. The multiplayer are the people who only play multiplayer games. I think this are the Among Us, the Repo, the Jackbox, the kind of gamers who only plays games in a group social setting. Usually the ones who initiates it. And I think you guys are pretty harmless. You guys want to keep the group tied together, and all power to you, man. You guys want to gather up like 6 people. I see the appeal. I'm too introverted to organize anything. And if you're extroverted enough to gather a bunch of people to play multiplayer games together, you are kind of amazing. And I tip my hat to you. I think you're harmless. Maybe you're net positive. The more I say it, the more net positives you get. You know, multiplayer gamers are so valid. I see the appeal. They are what multiplayer gamers are, the type of players who keep us less lonely in this world because we have no friends. Because we never initiate a hangout session with anyone for the last 4 years, or maybe more. And they keep us sane and less lonely, and I think it's kind of great. The blockchain gamer. We know this is where this is going. It's easy. I don't need to explain. I don't need to explain what a blockchain gamer does. You guys literally just gonna die, just explode. I don't have to think about it. The table slammer. Is the table slammer and the thrower different? I might have to reevaluate this. I think the slammer and the thrower might be the same kind of rich gamer. And I think they all go to here. I think they have to go down to always shit, always mad. And you know what? Sandwich those motherfuckers together because they are gonna do one or two things. Maybe the table slammer goes to the right because if you're right wing, always mad, always shit, you're slamming your desk. But if you're always shit and always mad, you're like a leftist, you are throwing the controller. Hot take. Go check the stats for that. Open up Jackson's stat. Which one has a higher percentage of... Which one of these two states has a higher percentage of table slammers? Alabama or Idaho? The Courage JD. You go to jail, man. Courage JD. I really don't fuck with you. You guys don't know Courage JD? Courage JD is just like... Fortnite YouTuber, Call of Duty YouTuber, always really loud. It's like the Mr. Beast of video games kind of vibe. I don't really care, man. I don't really, never watched it, never heard of the guys. They are like a 12 million YouTuber type shit. But yeah, honestly, I don't really care. He's always in this tier list. He is always in the Yard playlist, the Yard tier list. Genuinely sad that Club Penguin is gone. I think you are kind of harmless. I mean, we all grew up with Club Penguin. I got over it. I don't really care. There's also private service at Club Penguin, but if you think about the essence of Club Penguin, being diminished by the end of time and you still feel emotions about it, maybe you're kind of like a net negative. You're kind of killing the vibe right now. But you can still play Neopets, man. You know? You're kind of like a net negative. That's what I think you are. The Minecraft Roblox kiddo, low keto, they are kind of like a net positive. Hear me out. When we all turn old one day, one of your future president is a Minecraft Roblox kiddo. And you better pray on God that they are doing positive impact to your state. But I would love to have a little bit of belief in a sense where why they are net positive, not because they are smart. There are smart kids out there, for sure, amongst all the brain rot. But if I were to watch 2 different videos, okay? Video number 1, a Minecraft Roblox kiddo who is able to do a redstone contraption or something like that, or like plays Roblox and build like a world generation on the sandbox. I think they are kind of insane because as a kid, we are stupid as a kid. And if you think back, like when you were 12, when you tried to play Minecraft and you tried to build like a redstone construction, or if you try to do anything at all in a video game, you feel really fucking stupid, right? But like kids nowadays, when they do like video game stuff, they're kind of fucking insane at what they do. Am I wrong? They're kind of good at what they do. So I think they are net positive. Let's have some hope for the world for the kids, man. I would rather Minecraft Roblox kiddo over Minecraft Roblox millennial, because Minecraft Roblox millennials are like people who are think of King Zippy. You guys know King Zippy? King Zippy? King Zippy, King Zippy. Did I even show you guys King Zippy? I don't want to ruin my algorithm, man. You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna pull out King Zippy. Okay, this is gonna kill a couple of brain cells for all of you, but just hang on tight. Okay? Hang on the fuck up. Don't do it, ruining an algo. I already have the damn I already have the SpongeBob brain rot quizzes on my timeline. So this is King Zippy. Okay? 2.8 million subscribers on YouTube, has like 10 million views and shit like that on YouTube. And it's just him going like, "Ooh, Bummy, I want a dog."
Hey guys, guess what? Guess what? Mom said we can get a dog! But we already have a dog. Its name is Billy, and it's not even potty trained. That's not funny, and I am too potty.
Okay, I'm losing brain cells as we speak. But this is Roblox, Minecraft, millennial, man. This is what they do. This is what they do on YouTube. Okay? Now this one goes to jail. Okay? This one goes to jail, 100%. Die. Explode. Okay? But the innocent mind of a child is full of development. They have a future. And our cerebral cortex has been complete at the age of 28, and you post on the internet like, "Ooh, skibbity toilet, yum yum yum." Oh no, wait, that's Ryan. Oh fuck, that's Royal Lion. Yum yum yum. Give me more slop. Yum 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 yum. I have that clip. I think about that clip a lot. And I'll go to jail. No, my goat. But yeah, literally, like, I put them in net positive. Damn, that was a long ass tangent. But yeah, go check out King Zippy. He has like a 20-hour video or something like that on his YouTube channel, where it's just compilation of his videos. And I think that shit has like 10 million views or something like that. And he is on the kids, YouTube Kids category of things. So when kids watch his video, he farm ad money out of the wazoo, because the kids will watch the video and they do not know how to skip the ad, so they watch like 20 ads at one go, and they make so much money. So like, kind of like a crazy fucking way to make money. But like, imagine telling people what you do for a living. I was like, yeah, I go by King Zippy on the internet. I have like 2 million subscribers, about like 300 million views on YouTube. So what kind of videos do you do? I go skibbity Biden, skibbity Biden. You know, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. Jill. The Discord poison or court nuker. Low-key, these people are whack as fuck, man. I've been in so many Discord servers where there's so many people like that. They're like poison. They're like poison. I left so many Discord servers because of because of this kind of people, man. They literally like would not shut up. It's crazy. It's like I don't shut the fuck up, but like goddamn, I didn't know like, someone could outspeak me, man. The sports only gamer. You're kind of like a net negative, probably. Literally, you devastating. One day when I leave the Discord server, Funky. That is your sign. I'm just joshing. Sports only. Sports only gamers, like what do they play? Madden? NFL? Is that pretty much it? Are they're kind of like, they're kind of negative, right? I don't have enough lived experience with sports only gamers because I really... Actually, no, that's a lie. My best friend is a FIFA and Football Manager gamer. But he's the only one that I know who still plays those games. They buy the same slot over and over again. I feel like they buy the same slot, but they don't do damage to the world as much, right? They're not like... They're not racist. Or like more likely to be racist compared to a Call of Duty Warzone person. I low-key think like between the sports only gamer versus the Nintendo beta and the Call of Duty Warzone bros only, the sports only person probably says the least amount of slurs. Hear me out. Warzone, Call of Duty bro calls you all types of slurs all the time because of open mic. The Nintendo beta would say the R slur probably like a decent amount. Else they would say the F slur a lot. Right? Because they would have a pretty higher demographic of LGBTQ plus gay freaks out there. Positive. But like, they would drop those two slurs like no tomorrow. But the sports only gamer, I think they would be dropping the least amount of slur, which makes them like a little bit better than the Nintendo beta. Not that they're good. Not that saying slurs is great, okay? I have to preface that before this gets put up context. Not that saying slurs are great. I only say one slur, that's the F slur gay. And I think they say the least. They might be a little racist when it comes to like the NBA games or like the FIFA games. They'll be like, oh fuck, I need this like player from this country to be on my team so that my team can be better type shit. But like it's not that often because they will be like, I really need this like player on my team right now because they are like the best character to be in my team. I need Portugal football team to go crazy. And they're in there for the love of the game. Not that it's a good game, not that I care at all if it's a good game or not. But I think they're like the least problematic one. Maybe it's crazy. Maybe it's crazy to say. I didn't know there were so many Madden games. I didn't know there were so many Madden games, and you know what? If they're making it, someone's playing it, and apparently there's a lot of people playing it. So they're like a net negative, but like not that bad to the point that it's whack. Not that is bad, but yeah. Okay, we're almost done. We just have a couple more. It's been like 2 hours. Kind of on time. We have the League Rotter. League Rotter, low-key though, kind of like a net positive. League Rotter, net positive. Why I would glaze the League Rotter is because they are dedicated in not getting good at the game, but they are committed to live and die to the game. They are the people who has played League of Legends, Rank, or like Summoner's Rift every day for the last 10 plus years. Even though the game is really toxic, but I think they're great gamers. Being dedicated to the game for that long, it's kind of like in you know what's crazy, because League makes so much money that every year rivals like the World Championships. Is an insane thing to watch, you know. Versus like Apex, man. Apex rather are kind of based because the game is kind of dying too, you know. So like if the game is kind of dying but the community still pushes a little bit more and still plays the game, they are kind of great in a sense. It's doing some net positive to the world. Not that they're harmless, you know, but I don't think they're net negative. They're net negative in terms of like social standings or like social interaction, but I think outside of the game they could probably shield people, man. But when they play the game, they might be a little bit toxic, but that's also because it's a team game. It's a highly stressful game. I think. It's kind of like, you know, it's like Prowler. Prowler is a League rotter. And I think Prowler is great. You know? They keep the game afloat, and I think that's kind of neat. Not saying that the game is great, but, you know. Okay. Next we have the gacha gamers. We are at that point where we have gacha gamers. Gacha gamers, you guys are kind of fucking... you're just a net negative. Top of net negative, and I am, before anyone says anything, I am a gacha gamer. I put money in gacha games, right? But I don't think I am that sort of gacha gamer who will stay in the gacha game for the rest of my life. I am not one of those. Okay? Apprentices. It's kind of like to segregate, right? Gacha gamers are the ones that, like, don't get me wrong, they are good people, right? Some of them could be good people, but there's a lot of incels gacha gamers out there with like blue archive profile picture, and they drop insane comments all the time. They will quote retweet you and then just put like a sad face emojis, like what is blood talking about, kind of thing. And then like occasionally retweeting like lolly porn or whatever, you know? I'm just putting it out there, man. There's insane gacha players. But like as the gacha gamers that I'm thinking of are like the people who put money in the game or like just play it casually, just like a broader sense. They play the game, they may or may not put money in the game, but they are the people who would never quit the game. They will live and ride and die to the game until the end and will not shut up. I guess in this case they will put in money, right? They will put in money into the game and they will not know when to quit. I put in money into gacha games, but I know when to quit, man. I put in money into the game to get the characters I love and I fucking stop playing the game. But the people who like play the game to like min-max to get like big numbers, go crazy, it's the insane one. And they are negative because like they're putting in money to tell MiHoYo and all the other gacha games that like, hey, we love your game so much, keep making them, we'll keep funding your interns and your underpaid workers so that you can give us more slop. And that's why they are net negative, because the game companies will not learn. I think game companies need to learn how to make losses so that they can come back stronger than ever. I'm just saying. Like, look at Nikkei. The game before Nikkei was this fucking like gacha game, like this Kumar gacha game that was like really bad. But they learned from there. They knew what was good about that game, and they took it to Nikkei and they said, we will keep the aesthetic of the idea of sexy, jiggly live 2D models, but we'll make a fun game. And we'll put in all the fun events, and we'll put in skins, and then that's how they make like a decent game, right? And they learn. We love a gacha game company that learns, man. We don't love a gacha game company like that doesn't learn, but only dishes out the same copy and paste character throughout from 1.0 to 9.61, aka Genshin. I don't know what fuck version it is right now. Like, all the characters, all the guys look the same. Like, wake up, man. Wake up. Wake up, Genshin. Okay, Genshin players, wake the fuck up. Okay, that game is kinda mid. Okay, no shade. I mean, lots of shade. I've been, like, fucking shitting on you for, like, the past 2 hours. The Nintendo DS at the GAG show. Oh. I don't know where to put this. This one's a hard one. I think that they are kind of in between, depending on the type of person, right? This one's a very, very fine line. This is the fine line. This is the type of person who whips out the Nintendo DS and pull it out and then does like an insane thing on it during like a drop. But the annoying ones are the ones that like leaves it up for the entire show, taking a video with the DS. No, that one is whack, because bro, I am there watching the show, I want to see the fucking stage. I don't want to see your stupid ass, bright ass screen. Like, the more I say it, the more negative it gets. There's more negative downside than upsides to this. You know, I want Frog on the Wall to start playing, and I don't want to see you whip out your fucking DS and you start recording on that shit, man. We have iPhones for a reason. Whip up the iPhone instead. But I also hate people who whip up their phones during a fucking concert all the goddamn time. I'm a hater. But yeah, negative, I suppose. The Stardew Maple Story Girl. Where's that to? You know what? Stardew Girl, honestly, you'll go along. Wait, there's two. Oh, they split it up. Okay, you know what? Just put you in net positive. You're chill. Racing sim. Wait, what? What did I? Oh, I accidentally dragged the wrong thing. Racing simulator guy. I think you're kind of like a harmless, man. I genuinely think you're kind of harmless. Are you? You're kind of like the Steam Deck Derek, except you do it in your house. You're kind of like the PC purist of like racing games, but you don't tell people to do it. Which makes me think that you are harmless. You're kind of like the RuneScape schizo, but for a racing game. You feel me? It's kind of like, you know, they know what they like. They want the thrill of driving. They want to feel like they're in a Formula 1 car. So they spend like tens of thousands of dollars on the setup, and they play that game like for like 2 hours every day. And you know what? I don't think it's doing damage to anything other than themselves. If there's any damage to themselves at all, I don't think they are as annoying as the rest. So like, yeah, I think you're harmless. That's the first harmless in a while. The Pokemon goers, low key, kind of like net positive harmless. I kind of fuck with like the Pokemon goers, but like the older guys. I think only in Southeast Asia where you'll see like a Pokemon goer who is on a electronic bike, which has like 10 mounts, and they have 10 different phones all playing Pokemon Go, and they would go to like a spot and they will like swipe and swish right to turn the spot so they can check in. And low-key think they are kind of fucking funny. I've seen one back in university. I saw like an older old man. I saw like a 65-year-old, 70-year-old man pull up around my university because it was like a Pokemon Go checkpoint, He whipped out like an electronic scooter, like not scooter, but like the wheelchair, electronic wheelchair. And he has like 10 phones, like on each side, left and right side, and he was just swiping the fuck out of each phone, did battles there for like half an hour, and then he left to his next spot, man. And I'm just like, dude, it's 6 AM in the morning, what are you doing? You're kind of like a gaming legend if I do say so, but Pokemon Go has been bought over by the other company right now, from what I understand, and I think the game is going to be horrible. But yeah. FPS only. FPS only... I mean... it's better than Call of Duty only. FPS only gamers could be playing... I remember the Pokemon girl who had like 6 different devices in Hong Kong. That's what I'm saying. I think they're kind of harmless. I think it's kind of awesome that they just have like the passion to swipe on Pokemon Go. And I think it's great so that they can trade this out. They're a collector, and I will never shit on a collector, man. Unless you're collecting panties and socks, then I'll be like, okay. Good night, Feng Yi. Good night, good night. I think FPS only is kind of harmless. Actually, no, they're kind of like a net negative. Now that I think about it, they're like beta for only video games, shooting video games. I think they're kind of like a negative. Low key. Not saying that they're bad people, but like sometimes I wish that they play other games, kind of thing. Yeah. You belong there. Maybe you belong in like sports only, like along with sports only. You don't do too much harm, but like, you know. Achievement Hunter. Oh shit. Where was Gun and Gunette supposed to be? Oh shit. Oh, you are Jill. Achievement Hunter. Achievement Hunter, honestly, a net positive. I think Achievement Hunters are kind of like the speedrunners, right? They play the game to 100% it. I'm kind of like that. I love collecting achievements. It's like a medal of honor for myself, and not really for like flexing purposes, at least for me, right? The people who flex their achievement hunters are annoying as fuck, but like when it's just for yourself as a way to keep track of the game, kind of net positive. I think you just like the game. Tablet Baby. Tablet Baby, honestly, kind of like a harmless. You're kind of like the Pokemon goers. You live in your own world. You play whatever fucking games you have in the tablet. I'm guessing like, I don't know, rhythm games. You know, you play a variety of games, and I think you're kind of like, You're just a millennial. You could be a boomer for all I know. The Silent Goat. Wait. It's the same thing. Oh well. Okay. The Flake. The Flake. The Flake Gamer. The Flake Gamer is definitely like a fucking jail for me. Telling people like, hey, yeah, we should play some games together, and then like not appearing, you have to go jail for the Flake. Like, you have to. You just have to. Right? Imagine inviting me and then bailing on me. I'll be so pissed off. I'll be genuinely so pissed off. I would not be like fucking with that. So like jail for flaking. I hate people who flake on me. And then last, we have the VR Gamer. The VR Gamer? Controversial take? Can I say you guys are kind of whack? You know, shout out to like the VR players who play like Beat Sabers. But the Beat Sabers VR chat gamers are like the same kind of people who would spend 20 hours to import a VR model that they use from VR chat, which they've spent hundreds of thousands of hours in off their free time with a little mute. So I think you are kind of whack. I know VR chat can be fun, but like if you're living in VR chat all the fucking time, you're kind of fucking whack. But if we're taking that part of the gamer out, they are kind of like the lower tier racing simulator kind of guy. Because racing simulator kind of guy has to kind of have a VR headset, kind of, right? But they only play like VR games, racing games. But the VR gamer plays like all kinds of games. They play like puzzle games, they play like VR chat, they play like Beat Sabers, they play like immersive games or whatever, or like goes into a room to JO. Kind of whack, if I have to do say so. Kind of whack. Cool tag, but like it's kind of like glazing it. It's kind of like crypto bro JO vibe, if you guys get what I mean. Not saying all VR gamers are like that, but just saying, it's kind of like weird. If you're like a 35-year-old man playing like movie ticket simulator VR or medieval night VR in your room all alone in a VR headset, you're kind of weird, you know? You're kind of weird for that. So I don't think that you're in that negative. I just think you're weird. You're whack as fuck. But yeah. I think what I want to do is shift this around a little bit. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is the tier list. I think this is the tier list. Honestly, kind of surprised that there are less people in Death Penalty. And you know what? I'm gonna put Cars JD in there. And I'm gonna Jill Zelda Man. I think Zelda Man has to go down. I think Nintendo Beta has to go down as well. I think Achievement Hunter. You know what? Rhythm Gamer, you go up. I gotta fuck with you, Rhythm Gamer. Right? And you know what? Stardew Girl, Maple Story Girl, you kinda go up there too. Actually, never mind. Yeah. We'll keep top 5. But yeah, this is the tier list. This was a pretty fun one. Low key though, it was a lot quicker compared to the every type of guy tier list. I think every type of guy tier list is a little bit more tricky because it's a little bit more direct in the type of people. And I think we did a pretty decent job. I think I explained myself like pretty clear on each of it. You know, I had to give Gaming Legend top tier, man. Look at the screen right now. You see Maple Story characters running around the screen. So, you know. So I'm you know how it is. Good tier list. We should make more of this, man. We need more of this eventually. This comes around every so often. You know what? Download this image really quickly. Yeah. Oh shit. Go back. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. And if you want to see more tier lists, feel free to let me know. I don't know, in the comments below if I'm uploading this on YouTube or whatever. I think I probably am gonna just do one upload. I think it's pretty good to just put one up. Just for archival sake. But yeah. Bye-bye!